Good morning. How are you today? I'm doing well. It's another day of our Bhagavad Gita year-long sadhana. It's day 15, which means that we've made it past the first 2 weeks, so congratulate yourself. Well done. Today, we're going to talk about some of the symbolism of the Gita. Many people will say that the Gita and its source, the Mahabharata, are absolute history. And I can't argue with that because I personally don't know enough about that history. What I can say is that for me personally, the most useful approach is one that sees each character as a symbol of something inside me. The Gita can be an outer war. For me, it represents the inner war, the inner battles we face day to day. And I mentioned a couple of videos ago that the first person to speak in the Gita, who is Dhritarashtra, is a blind king who represents our ego. And he's split the kingdom in two because that's what the ego does. Me, you, us, them. And each of the characters represents a specific quality or attribute. Now, when Arjun looks out on the battlefield, he sees hundreds, thousands, and thousands of enemies representing parts of himself that he does not like. And then his own side seems to be so small, sparsely populated. And Paramahamsa Yogananda says that each of the 5 brothers who are the heroes of the Gita and the Mahabharata are chakras. And it can very much help in our daily activities to think of these ideas of symbols. Arjun's chief foe is Duryodhana, and he represents extreme selfishness. Everything is all about him. He's the child of the ego, so that makes sense. He's Dhritarashtra's firstborn son. The firstborn child of the ego is selfishness. Now, Arjun faces him, but interestingly, in the Mahabharata, Arjun doesn't defeat this enemy. This enemy of selfishness is defeated by his next elder brother, Bhima, who is said to represent the heart chakra. So if we look at this in our daily lives, whenever we encounter selfishness, it can be really tempting to employ Arjun, who represents our Manipur, our will, our skill, our motivation. I am going to overcome this selfishness in the world. But what the Mahabharata teaches is actually love is the only thing that will kill selfishness. So if someone's selfish, it can be tempting to be selfish back, right? Love and giving love. And that is the only way our ultimate enemy shall be defeated. Something to think about. And I've gotten great pleasure out of looking at the symbolism of each character of the Gita, which gives it a richness and a depth and an applicability to modern life that I think is quite beneficial. But you can be the judge of that. Today, still snow. I did have somebody message me or comment and ask, does my behind get cold sitting in the snow? No. Actually, the snow provides a nice little cushion. It's very interesting. I love it. And love is one of the things keeping me going through this sadhana. When I started this and I thought, well, I'll share it on YouTube, part of me is like, is that selfish? Is that all about ego? Like, look what I can do. But what I found is that I love doing this. I mean, it really motivates me, and the thought of somehow bringing benefit to somebody is keeping me going. So I love the snow. I love the practice. I love you. And today's dedication is to Cathy. Love you too. Okay. If you'd like to do a heart-based mudra today for any of your practices, this is an easy one. If you want to get that power to overcome selfishness, all right here at the heart. We'll start with our tree and then our meditation in the soft, cushy snow. Let's see. You could come out. I held that second side a little longer because, as you might notice, my friend Dexter, the cat, just ran through and he was like, "What are you doing?" So I stayed still a little longer. Now for the meditative practice, about 5 minutes. If you'd like today, you can do a little hrdayakasha dharana, which is focusing on the heart space, really feeling into it, whether that's physically, the heart beating, or feeling your emotions, whatever is going on today. Coming back. Every day I'm kind of surprised at how quickly the 5 minutes go, especially in the cold. So, getting back to this idea of love and linking it with intention, which we've been talking about, is a wonderful person, Beth, sent me a devotion, uh, and it read that it's written by a Christian pastor who says that maybe amongst our intentions for ourselves this year, we set the intention simply to open to love more and to see what changes with that resolve. Just to be open to love. How are we getting in our own way in regards to giving and receiving love? If you'd like to learn more about symbolism of the chakras and the Gita, there is a chakra workshop coming up tomorrow as I record this, and you are most welcome. I'd love to see you there. But I'd also love you to just keep coming to do this practice, to let me know if you're receiving any benefits, and to feel the love coming to you. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow.